What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our second video. Like you guys just saw, last week we made about $550 in around 36 hours. So not a bad video, working part-time DoorDash and working part-time at my other job. This week I do want to work at least 40 to 45 hours to get that up a little bit more since I have so much free time. So super excited about that. Super excited to start this new video. Last week we spent $60 towards our credit card debt. So we're knocking down our debt. We're super excited, and we're super excited to start this week's DoorDashing video. So yeah, DoorDash just opened. It's 5:30. I just put in 6.5 hours of work and super excited to start DoorDashing today. It should be good. It's Monday, September 8th. And yeah, let's try to hit, last week we hit $550 total, 274 DoorDashing and 274 working part-time. So this week we should make a goal of $650, about $100 more net profit than we did last week. So super excited to start this video. We're gonna turn on DoorDash right now and see how much we can make our first dash of the week. So this is the first dash. We got $5.75 Dairy Queen. We're gonna decline this offer because it's not even close to $1 per mile or $2 per mile. And we're gonna see what we can get next. We just got another order. It looks like Cracker Barrel. 9 miles, $6. So far not getting the best orders. My acceptance rate is a little bit down. We just got our first order from Popeyes. Pretty funny because last video we got the first order was also Popeyes, but $8, 8 miles. And the reason I took that is because the order ends right where I want to be. It's a popular area where it ends, so I want to be over there. So I just finished that order, $8 for 8 miles. Now we're waiting for the next order. There's a lot of construction, so I had to take a detour, and it added a couple extra miles and took a little bit extra time. So that was unfortunate, obviously, but now we're waiting for our next order to see what we get. All right, we just got this order, a decent order. Not the best, as you can see. It's not too far away from where I'm planning on heading, so I'm going to accept this right now. It's been pretty slow, but add another $6.25 to the total. Here we go, let's go pick it up. All right, guys, it's currently Wednesday, and I wanted to give you guys a midweek update. So this week, our goal was $650 of net profit, net income. Last week, our goal was $550, so we're adding $100 to this week. So super excited. As of right now in the week, I've worked a total of 18 hours when it comes to my part-time job, making right around $17 an hour. So that adds up to about $299 that I get to take home. Super excited about that, and super grateful for the opportunity that I have working for them right now. And then I also put in about 8 hours DoorDashing. Now, DoorDashing at last week was a little bit better than DoorDashing. This week it's been a rough start. On Monday, we did 2 orders that I showed you guys, made about $14. I went home and I did some orders that night as well as some orders on Tuesday night. And I got my week total for DoorDashing up to $145 minus all the expenses. We're at about $115. So for the week, as of right now, we're at about $415 net that I get to take home, which is super exciting. So 2 more days left to work in the week, and I am super excited. One thing that changed from last week to this week is that I worked about 6 days last week, 6 days on and off, not full time, but I put in about 37 hours last week in 6 days. This week I'm only working 5 days, which is a normal work week, but I'm not going to be able to DoorDash on the weekend is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to have to cram the next 2 days in to get as many hours as possible. So far we're at 26 hours this week, and there's a very good chance we're gonna get over 40 hours of work this week, which is super great to pay off our debt. So yeah, I'm just basically super excited to see what the next 2 days hold. I do want to show you guys some DoorDashes that I got the last couple of days. There's been some very good ones, and there's also been some very bad ones. A lot more of the bad ones, actually. There's actually one the other day that I accidentally accepted. It was heartbreaking. I was on my way home, and I was basically just, turning on DoorDash to see if I got any good offers. And there's one offer so bad that I had to screenshot it to show people, to show you guys, and I accidentally accepted it. But it was, I think, $4 for 5 miles of driving. I had to go to 2 different locations and 2 different drop-offs, and it was at 3:15, so prime traffic after work hours. And I ended up going to the first store. I had to wait 10 minutes, okay? And then I go to the second store, and I had to wait 25 minutes for them to get my order right, because the order kept getting messed up, and they sent it to 3 different dashers, and somehow I was the one who accidentally accepted it. But I was so frustrated that day, and I wanted to I didn't DoorDash for the rest of the day. I was just so done with that. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen the next couple of days. So it's currently Thursday night and I've done 3 orders to be exact, and honestly they're not as good as I was expecting. Here are some that I did not take. $10, 17.5 miles, which is crazy because there's an extra $3.50 right now for DoorDash, and that's included in that $10. So this one would have been $6.50 without that, which is just insane. This one was basically the same order, but you had another stop for an extra $2. And then this one was a really good one that I got, $8 for 3.5 miles, Taco Bell, as you can see. So pretty crazy, but I did not actually get this one. I got to the store in a different dasher, already picked it up. So DoorDash scheduled 2 dashers, I guess, and it was pretty frustrating getting to the store and starting off my day like that. But I've done 3 orders so far, a total of $17, and I've been DoorDashing for about an hour and a half. So honestly, not great, especially with all the miles that I've been driving. All right, so it's the end of week 2, and I'm super excited to give you guys numbers on how much we made week 2. So our goal was $650. We did come a little bit short of that because the work week got cut a little bit short because I took a quick weekend trip. So we made a total of $546 net, which is $2 less than we made last week, week 1. So still super blessed and super excited to have money, to pay off some of this debt still. I know it's not a ton. It's a little bit over $110 a day, right around $110 a day of net income that I am super grateful for right now. Yeah, so for DoorDash, basically we made a total of $180, and after all of our expenses, after gas and after mileage reimbursement, we came to $155 net. And then when it comes to my W-2 part-time job at work, I worked a total of 24 hours and made $391. So giving it a grand total, like I said, of $546. So this week we are going to pay a little bit more off of my debt. Last week I believe we paid either $62 or $69 off of the credit card debt right now. That's the debt that has the highest interest rate, so we're going to start with that debt right now. So we're paying off all of the credit card debt. We started with almost $1,000. We went down to $927, and we just paid $50 off for this video this week. So now we're at $877. So we're definitely making strides, slowly but surely. Super excited. Just to get this video out for you guys. Super excited to update you guys and hopefully inspire some of you guys to pay off debt, because debt is such a big problem, especially in the USA. We have a crippling problem when it comes to student debt, house debt, car debt, basically every kind of debt you can imagine. So hopefully this inspires some of you guys to pay off debt. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in next week's episode.